So, hello, this is Calibos. I'm playing Enigmatica 2. Now, you'll notice that we are in the Nether. We'll also notice that there's a guy over there who doesn't think very highly of us. So the plan is this. We want steel. In order to get steel, we need blaze powder. Guess who has it? Those guys, you know, the angry ones. So, I'm not precisely sure how to get over to them very easily. So, we're going to do this the fun way. You'll notice that despite the flames and gravity, we're not doing too badly. I am actually resistant to fire because of a charm, which probably is going to wear out when I need it to not. Because, you know, that's really how these things work. Not quite able to get that. It's not even a diamond. So, that is a lot of blazes. So, like I said, fire charm, you can see that it's already starting to wear out. Not so bad on the damage, though. Oh, man. Okay, so the fire charm makes this a lot easier. What would make this even better would be a blaze spawner. Let's see, where does that leave us as far as... We've got 3. I'm not actually sure that 3 is enough. No. That's awkward. So let's go over here. Boomerang. I do like this boomerang. Okay, but it's not. That's not helping me a little bit. I've got 4 though. So here's the deal. Here's the deal. So we want to make this. So in order to make this, we'll need 27 blocks, which means we need 9 craftings of this. So I guess actually we have enough blaze powder now. So that was actually fairly quick and handy. Which is cool. I'd forgotten that some of the recipes are fairly easy. I was kind of hoping for another fortress, though, to be quite frank. Do like exploring other fortresses. They've got some of the coolest stuff. So these are kind of annoying. So let's get out of this. I have to say, some of the Biomes of Plenty stuff is actually really cool. Some of it is super annoying. But why is it's like blue fire over there? Weird. Anyway, I guess I'll look for another fortress on my own time, which technically this is. I'm not going to fool myself that the 2 views that I have are indicative of my amazing content here. Guest. But I did have goals, and I should stick to my goals. Sort of a practice issue, if nothing else. I'm going to pick up some more glowstone because I use rather a lot of glowstone in making lights under my village. Oh, a wraith, and I can't mess with it. So it's time to go home. Alright, so let's sleep. It's that shining time. Sleep charm for the win. Alright. So, blast bricks. Now we need nether bricks and regular bricks. So, let's go visit the vault. Warehouse. So we need 9 craftings, and we have nether bricks. And each one requires 4. Toss that in there. Then we're looking at 36 each. Toss that in there. Two, 3, 4. Boom. That should be all of the nether brick. Now we just need regular brick, which would be just be clay if we can find it. If not, we'll hop out to the swamp and got a lot of boron. Magnesium, lithium. Lead. Not seeing any clay here. Clay. I'll probably still need to go get some more after this. 36. We are kind of getting to the point where I'm tired of using, like, fuel. Oh, there's more clay. Oh, there's actual bricks. We'll do this instead. Cut a step out. I am kind of getting tired of using actual fuel. So, probably one of the things that we'll arrange for in the next episode will be one of the things that we'll arrange for in the next episode will be an electrically powered furnace. So while we're waiting for this to go, let me show you my rat's nest of wiring down here. So this could most certainly have been arranged better, and I didn't. But right now my power production is so low that I didn't really want to waste the power that's in here. I mean, I guess it's just a matter of reconfiguring it and waiting, but I didn't. And I could have set this up so that they bleed into each other. but I didn't do that either. So, whatever. This is what we have right now, and it will work. And again, I kind of like that visual effect. That's probably just me, though. So we'll see. Metal press, you'll see that is now fired up. One of the here, let's look at this. So the blast furnace will make steel, and here's one of the reasons that I want steel, because I would like to make the blueprints for the molds. So you'll notice this makes plates, gears, rods, bullet casings, wires, packing, 2x2, packing, 3x3, and unpacking, whatever those are. What's big for me right now is the plates, the gears, and the wires. Because that will cut a bunch of steps out, and I will stop using some of those resources. Projectiles, not necessarily an issue for me right now, but I want to get to that steel plate. So we've already got this one, and this will help. So one of the things that we can do with this is specifically that vacuum tube is kind of what I'm looking at. And with the vacuum tube, we can make these. So, well, and it also requires the iron mechanical components, which I think you can also make with that blueprint. But this is basically a mini greenhouse. It holds one thing, it grows that thing fairly well. It requires power and water, but I'm confident of our ability to provide water, and we have the start of power here. Once we get better wiring, we're going to have better power. I can either do more of the windmills, or more water wheels, or a water wheel, since I haven't made any. But really what this is going to be in aid of is to improve our processing ability. Like I said, I'd like to make a furnace or something down here. Also, we're going to see about not really automating this, but semi-automating this, so I can just put a stack of something in a box and have it process the stack into one of whatever. If I get really excited about it, I'll make a row of these, so that they will use, I'll have one per type of thing that I'm making, and it'll use it and finish it up, and then, but that will wait. We don't have a lot of metal right now. Some of that is my own fault, of course, because I'm using the mine colonies, and they're clearly not doubling anything. But that's fine. We'll get more ore later. I have no idea if there's a mining dimension in this. Okay. How about... Okay. So there is the deep dark, and we can certainly use that as a mining dimension. RF tools. So there's also RF tools, so we can make dimensions there. That's a bit trickier, and we'll want to be careful with that, because some of the RF tools dimensions can be hazardous as far as FPS drops and stuff like that. But that's a little bit further off, because any dimension that we make is actually going to require quite a bit more power than we currently have. Flip side of that coin is RF tool builder. Wow, I am amazingly unable to type. So this is very easy to build. And if we do this, the builder acts as both a builder, it can build things, and you can also use it as a quarry with these shape cards. So we can actually just quarry huge stretches of everything. And we can choose to either void it or collect it. And that will basically give us all of the resources that we need. So what I will probably do is find an empty stretch of the world somewhere, or a mining dimension or something like that, and just chop the daylights out of it for ores. Maybe I'll set up another village, and we'll call them orcs or something like that, or dwarves or whatever. And they'll be the ones who are, quote-unquote, managing the quarry. We'll see. But anyway, this is done. So we now have these. We're going to have to go look for another one, guys. I'm sorry. I failed you. Let's do this. Because I can't count to 5. I also have forgotten that... I'd forgotten that they come apart into 2 unless you grind them. So let's do this. See if I can manage the jump this time. Just trying to reduce the falling damage, really. Somewhere around here. Is that pyrotheum? I think that is. I think that's blazing pyrotheum. That's crazy. I've never seen pools of that. That's some pretty hot stuff. Let's see if I can find one more blaze. I guess I should have just kept looking around. Alright, there we go. So it would be super fancy if we could find a, not a nitro creeper like that one over there. But maybe something along the lines of... Whoa. Nitro creeper. Something along the lines of another fortress. That would be fancy. We've already looked this way, really. Kind of hoping if I go further, we'll find one. I also kind of remember there being a blaze over here, but I could be wrong. Seems only a few minutes ago we were here and I was whining about my viewer count. Not that I'm really in it for the viewers. Honestly. Oh my gosh, bats. Honestly, I was doing this because I was quite nervous about it. And I am... At least I try not to let things that I'm afraid of stop me. Doesn't mean I go out of my way to do, you know, stupid shit. Pardon my language. But, I feel that you can't let your fears control your life. And, this was one of them. So, so that's me doing this. So yeah, it's not about the viewer count. It would be nice if I got watchers and stuff like that, but not a big deal. The other cool thing about this is I've learned a lot. Like, I haven't, you know, become a master video editor by any stretch of the imagination. But within the limits of you know... Oh, good, I got it. What is that? Yeah, I was still hoping that I could get another fortress. Gonna get a little bit past this and then mark it. Gonna say no another fortress that I can get to over there. What I might do is go a little bit out of my way tech tree wise and make a ring of flight, because it certainly makes navigating the nether a lot easier. I mean, let's see, angel ring. So it's a thing that I could do. I mean, it would require a little bit of setup, but it would make life easier now and in the future. And it's blue fire again. I must have been like over there looking at this stuff. Ash block. Blue fire jar. So yeah, that's really my goal for this. Like, you know, and as I said, this is a new thing. You know, I haven't done a lot of video editing. You know, honestly, I'm still not doing a lot of video editing. Most of this, I'm just remuxing it, as it were, and just putting it up basically raw. You know, I'm not doing crazy amounts of things to the videos. Honestly, one of the things that frustrates me about OBS, which is the recording program we use, open broadcasting software, is it doesn't have a pause function. My videos would be a lot smoother if I could pause. And I was looking at video editing software that I have access to, and some of... Oh my gosh. I think I found a nitro creeper, guys. And a lot of it is not really all that great. I mean, I could spend some money on it, but I'm not sure how far I want to go with this yet. So I'm declining to spend any actual money until I know what it is that I want out of this. I figure that once I know that, I'll know what I feel I can afford. You know, I'm still not seeing any nether fortresses. I was really hoping I would. But we're at 25 minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this spot for exploring. Exploring spelled correctly. Then we're going to go up here. Looks like it's about nighttime. Gonna make it day. So, one of these. And we're gonna go. I think it's this. Is this it? Nope. Okay, I kind of missed that thing that. There we go. Alright, we have just completed a quest, guys. We're engineering. Alright. Let's go wild here and pick number 3 instead. There we go. A flamethrower. So, here's an old joke in my gaming group. What do you get when you set a zombie on fire? A flaming zombie. That doesn't sound like it should be much of a joke, and really it isn't. Because if you think about it, zombies don't really have a lot of pain sensation, which is one of the reasons that they're scary to people. There we go. So now if we take some of this, toss that in there, and then we go ahead and pull out some iron. Let's do 24. This is going to take forever, by the way. Well, maybe not as long as I thought, but we have it. So, I've never actually made the improved blast furnace. So these are going to require 27 steel plates. So I might as well so here's the plan. I'm just going to toss these all up in here. We'll make it an even with 32. And the reason is, so this is 27 bricks. And if we do that, we'll have an improved blast furnace. And then we also will need at least 1 steel plate to make the blueprint for the press, for wires and stuff like that. Now, let's see what the preheater needs. So these require iron sheet metal, 7 iron sheet metals, and an external preheater. So these are iron plates, which gives us 4. And so this is reasonable. We can actually do this fairly quickly, but we're going to save that for the next episode because this clearly needs time to process. We're going to get slag and yeah. So the slag is useful. We can use it to make clay, dirt, concrete, asphalt, phytogrow, florbs, lots of florbs, a morb, extra morbs, sand, so a number of things. So I'm going to go deal with Mason's shovel problems, and I'm going to let you guys go. If you liked it, leave a like. If you don't like it, don't leave a like. You know, questions, comments, concerns, ideas, um, you know, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for coming. Have a good night.